everyone. So first of all, can I thank the organisers, and can I thank all of you for turning up to support us, because it's a really important cause. As a linguist, and I am one, I cannot look at the roots of the word democracy in a context of everything that is happening in Poland right now, and that includes the proposed abortion ban bill. Demo from Greek stands for common people, while kratos means rule and strength, signifying the power of the people and people's right to choose. Polish democracy is being threatened, and our right to choose is being endangered. The incumbent government is infringing on our rights, hoping no one will notice or oppose, and the proposed bill, while not proposed by the current government, but endorsed by the Polish Catholic Church and the electorate of the aforementioned government, is no different. I am here first of all as a woman, as a feminist, but also as a representative of a Committee for Defence of Democracy. Listening to some of those who support the bill, one gets the impression that under the current law, women in Poland are being forced to abort children. This couldn't be further from the truth. Only 1% of women across the world, not just in Poland, who had abortions cited being coerced into the decision, usually by their partners. The battles fought in Poland by many women, even today, are best illustrated by the European Court of Human Rights judgments in a case of PNS versus Poland from 30th December 2012 and R&R versus Poland from 25th of May 2011. Both cases show the difficulties women and girls face even today when in desperate need of abortion. In case of PNS, in accordance with the law, the 14-year-old girl in question received a certificate from the prosecutor attesting that she was raped by her peer and could get an abortion because she was 14, and on the grounds that sexual intercourse with a minor below the age of 15 is a crime. P was refused abortion in a number of hospitals. Was made to see a priest as a part of decision-making process against her mother's wishes. How is that for a secular healthcare system? It was only due to the family's persistence that she finally managed to have her pregnancy terminated. Needless to say that the European Court of Human Rights ruled that the conduct of the Polish authorities breached her legal rights. How many do not have the strength to fight the system and give in? How many will suffer if the proposed bill becomes law? How many will lose their lives when a total ban is introduced? We don't have to look too far to see what happens when abortion is criminalised. Just think about the recent events in Northern Ireland that we've just heard about earlier. Too often, those who oppose abortion claim that in developed countries where abortion is legal and sex education well established, women use abortion as a means of contraception. Again, you couldn't be more wrong. Here are some statistics from Guttemacher Institute, a non-profit organization which works to advance reproductive health. Between 1995 and 2003, the abortion rate per 1,000 women for the world overall dropped from 35 to 29. It remains steady at 28 ever since. Nearly half all the abortions worldwide are unsafe because abortion is illegal in those places. And nearly all unsafe abortions, 98%, occur in developing countries with an abortion ban, with poor sex education. In developing world, 56% of all abortions are unsafe, compared with just 6% in developed regions. Since 2003, the number of abortions fell by 600,000 in the developed world, but increased by 2.8 million in the developing countries. 6 million abortions were performed in developed countries compared to 38 million in developing countries. And please bear in mind, most of these are illegal and unsafe. Both the lowest and the highest sub-regional abortion rates are in Europe. In Western Europe, the rate is 12 per 1,000, while in Eastern Europe, including Poland, it is 43 per 1,000. The discrepancy in rates between the two regions reflects relatively low contraceptive use in Eastern Europe and Poland, and poor quality sex education, currently almost non-existent in Polish schools. I think all these numbers show clearly that broad abortion regulations and good quality sex education reduce the number of abortions. No woman takes the decision to terminate her pregnancy lightly. No woman rushes into such decision. No woman needs a government or a church to put her into any further danger by introducing an abortion ban. Polish constitution demands from the government to observe the principle of impartiality regarding religious beliefs and philosophical world outlooks, and yet we are finding ourselves in a position where the morality advocated by one faith is being imposed on the whole of the Polish society. Democracy is all about choice, about all citizens being treated as equal, being treated with respect. How are we being given choice if we're being denied our fundamental right to have control over our own bodies? How are we being treated? How are we being treated with respect if rape victims are to endure the trauma of unwanted pregnancy resulting from a criminal act? How are we being treated as equals if mothers are to be made to carry their babies to full term knowing full well that they have no chance of survival outside the womb? Many of us sometimes feel that politics doesn't concern them. We let the politicians be and do their job whether we agree with them or not. It is time we all understood that we are the politics. We are the voice of the people. We have the deciding vote. It is our duty as citizens to make our politicians listen, to make our voices heard loud and clear, to watch what they're doing and ask why, and why now. We have the right to choose. We have the right to make decisions about our own bodies. We don't need the government to intervene into our private lives and impose morality. We don't need the government to intervene into our private lives and impose morality standards based on the religion of their choice. What we need is robust sex education provision so that women and girls are empowered to make their own informed... What we need is robust sex education provision so that women and girls are empowered to make their own informed choices about their bodies. Leave our wombs alone.